Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming back to visit me on This Chick Budgets. My name is Al. I'm so happy you're here. I am back budgeting for the new year of 2026. I am going to work on the last paycheck of January and work on filling out the upcoming month of February. So this is my January spread, and it's very, very basic. I just have bills, upcoming things that I have to pay attention to, and we are working on the paycheck from the 16th. So the 16th until the 29th is the budget that I am going to be working on next for the last week or the last pay period of January. So I want to go ahead and get ready for February after we go through our budget for January 16th. So let's get right into it.
All right, so here we are looking at the January budget. We are working on the second check of the month, which we just got this past Friday. So I am going to go ahead and update this according to our paycheck and also according to our calendar. Okay, so our monthly income or our paycheck for this pay period totaled $32.05. So we had $29.83 as a main income from our main job. We have $100 in reimbursements, as well as $22 was left over in our spending account, which I am going to put into our savings challenges. This is anything that was left over from our spending from last month. So if you remember, we only fill our buckets for spending for the entire month once a month. So the last time we filled our bucket was 4 weeks ago, and we had $22 left in that bucket. So I am rolling that over, and I will use that for our savings challenges. I also got $100 from my side hustle that I do with a friend of mine, and we have $3,200 to basically play with, $3,205. For our expenses, I did pay our mortgage and the electric, and our car insurance is due to come out, so we have that of $118. Our cell phone and internet also comes out of $238. Our solar loan was paid. Hulu comes out this pay period, which has not come out yet. My car loan came out last pay period, so that has been paid. My student loan, that will be allocated this pay period. Our driving subscription of $14. Our pest control service that we get every quarter is $65. Amazon Prime has been paid. Paramount has been paid. Angel Studios comes out this pay period of $12. I think this came out last month, actually, which is fine. And then we have a $50 buffer. So our bills this pay period are $615. Going down to our spending, we have $400 for grocery, $100 for date night, $100 for gas and fuel. Our animal feed is around $40. We do smoke, so I use an e-cigarette, and we usually spend about $100 for that. The dog food and flea medication that we use is about $60 a month, and we don't need anything in the health arena. This month, we are taking out $10 for tolls, and that total is $810 that we are going to be spending for the next 4 weeks. And this is all the money that we will pull from until the middle of next month. For our debt, we have a store card, which we are paying $100 on. That is something I physically go and pay. and also a loan that I will be transferring to, and some residual credit card debt that we do have from our credit cards that we pretty much just paid off. We did transfer our credit card balances to a loan due to lower interest, so this is just what we have left. And that is $1,386. Now you'll notice up here, I don't know if you notice, but I certainly notice, is my second check. It's $3,022. That's what all of this totals up to. Well, I got paid $3,205. So I do have some more allocating that I have to do, but preliminarily speaking, this is what my budget looks like. Our emergency fund is getting $100, auto repair $60, savings $50, and I only have $1 designated to auto renewals. So because I have these extras in here, I only based off everything off of our main income. So I have more money to allocate, and I already know where I spent some of that. So we did do an Amazon order this last check, which, let me get out what that totals. That is totaling $88. So I'm going to put 88 there. And that is allocated, and that's already been purchased. So now I'm up to $31.10. So I do still have some money left over. I am going to say, I think I'm going to put a little bit on my credit cards. I'm going to do $25 more. I'm going to do $25 more. And let's do $10 more for auto repair. Oops, that'd be nice. $31.70. I still have some. Let's do $75 in savings. And I don't really have anything more that I want to spend money on. $31.95, $32.05. So yeah, let's put $8 towards our anniversary, and we'll do $3 towards our auto renewal. Now these are going to be savings challenges that I am working on sheets for. This change jar is just simply a mason jar. And my petty cash is actually a box. So I will be tackling those before the next check on how to track those. But for right now, I have all $3,205 allocated. You'll see that these match what's over here. So I used all the money. So the expenses, I had $615 worth of expenses this pay period. I also have $898 in spending, and that is for an Amazon order that we needed to buy absolute dire necessities. When I tell you I will wear something out until it's wholly and torn, I mean it. So we did have to do some pretty dire Amazon shopping, so I don't feel bad about that. That was $898. Our debt that we paid this pay period was $1,436. And our savings, we paid, or I should say we saved $256. So we had a monthly income of $6,227. And this 55 is because it came out last month, and I completely forgot about it. I didn't even account for it. So that's why that is negative $55.
All right, so we are now going to set up for February. And I always try to do this the last paycheck of the month to just prep for the upcoming month so I don't have to do everything last minute. And I can sit and think about, what direction and what strategy I want to use for the upcoming month. So I am going to go to the next month. Now, each of these tabs, this book is really nice because each one of these tabs is just a month. It's just a month spread. There's no weeks, nothing left for me to fill out. It's just very, very simple and very, very basic. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to mark all my bills for the entire month of February. I actually think I have everything. So I am going to now, I think I want this one, this one, and this one. We'll do these this month. So I am going to block off Valentine's Day. And I am actually going to block out when we are going to celebrate Valentine's Day because we have birthdays in here too. And that will designate because we tend to not go out on Valentine's Day. It is way too crazy out there, y'all. So I would just assume either go the week before or the week after. So we typically go for the week after. And I am going to mark off my paychecks. So let me I got paid on January 16th and the 2nd. So I'm going to get paid on the 30th, which is the Friday before. So I am going to use a lighter color, I think. It's going to do 30th, 31st, and into this one. And I'm only going to stop the Thursday before we get paid again. And then we are going to get paid on the 13th. And again on the 27th. All right. So I know what pay periods each one of my checks go into and what I will be paying for those pay periods. So now that I have February set up, we need to delete our spreadsheet and prepare it for the new month. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to duplicate this spreadsheet and set myself up for February. Oops. Still heart. Yay! And I am going to just go down to my basics. That way I can just budget. And I'll just uncheck everything
and just make sure I have a clean slate for next month. Okay. Everything's a clean slate for February. And I will go ahead and rename this February 26. And I'm all set. Cool. So now I have to go to my grocery budget, because now remember, I have $400 to spend on groceries. And I know that I need things from 2 different stores. I also live down the street from a store that I can go and pick up things in a pinch. So how I designate this $400 between 3 stores is I will leave $25 for the store down the street, $75 to use at the second store, which is a total of $100, and I will budget $300 for actual grocery store pickup. Now, I don't do grocery store pickup, so let me show you what I do. As you can see here, my total for my food budget is $300. And I have in my cart $300.73. Now, I know that when I add anything to my cart, no matter where it is, right, the price is going to be a little bit higher. It's just how it works. So I know that when I go into the store, which this happens to be Aldi, when I go into the store and I go actually pull all this product, it's going to be cheaper than what it says in the app. So I am looking at spending $300.73 or less when I go to the store. So I know that I will be within budget. When I go into the grocery store, I make sure that I have plenty of reusable bags, or I grab boxes so that I can fill, so I don't have to spend money on that. I also go into my app, and as I come across any of these, I just simply delete them from my shopping cart. So this total is getting less and less until everything in my shopping cart is gone. And that helps me stay in budget, knowing that I only have $300 to spend at this store. This leaves me $75 to go to my second store for items that are not at Aldi. And it leaves me $25 to spend at the Quick Mart down the street, just in case I need anything that I don't get at the grocery store, or for anything that I run out of. So that is my $400 allocation for the entire month. Now, when I go, I do get multiple items of multiple things. So I do make sure that I have more than enough protein, more than enough veg, more than enough everything, and that the majority of the items that I buy can be frozen. So that helps us also. So yeah, I just go to the Aldi website. I put everything in a shopping cart. I come up with a total. I finagle it a little bit based upon our lifestyle and what's coming up. And I just go shopping and I start deleting things from my app. And when they're all gone, my grocery shopping is done. I can walk up to the checkout line and I know that this is the majority of what I will be spending, or less. And that really, really helps me versus going into the store blind. Oh, look at this. Oh, I didn't even think of that. And you just get totally sidetracked. And this $300 will turn into $400 before I could even bat an eye. So this is just what I do. And hopefully you find it helpful.
All right. So we have completed the entire month of January. Our 2 budgets are done. We did our groceries for the mid-month of January to the mid-month of February. We have all of our spending allocated. All of our bills are paid. So then when we come to our February budget, we have a clean slate, our calendar is set up, our budget is duplicated and emptied out. We are ready to prepare for the new month. So I hope someone found this video helpful. I hope it encourages you to start a budget. It's really simple once you get the hang of it, and it actually does become fun. it's just something that, you know, I'm getting back into. I'm redoing processes, morphing it more as our life changes. And that's really the name of the game. A budget isn't concrete, it moves with you. And hopefully I gave you some tips and tricks in this video that you can find useful. And until next time, I hope you guys have a great week, actually the next 2 weeks, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.